Hey, Sparkling One. Want to eat healthier this spring without dieting, overthinking, or trying to survive on sad little salads? In this episode, I'm sharing simple, realistic ways to refresh your plate, feel more energized, and make seasonal eating work no matter where you live. Welcome to the Sparkling Life Coach Podcast. Hey, Sparkling One. I'm Dee Diaz, an integrative nutrition health coach. And here we talk about holistic health, nutrition, essential oils, and simple natural wellness support to help you feel better and increase the sparkle in your life. And today we're talking about how to freshen up your meals for spring in a way that feels realistic and easy to stick with. Because when the season changes, sometimes your body is ready for a little more color, a little more freshness, and a little less food boredom. Sometimes the problem is not that we need a total food overhaul. We're just stuck in a rut. So, if you've been ready to refresh your plate a little this spring, let's talk about it. Spring can be a good time to reset your plate because it has a different feel to it. Winter tends to bring heavier meals, more comfort food, and a lot of warm, cozy choices. And that makes sense. That's part of the season. But when spring rolls around, many people naturally start wanting food that feels fresher and lighter. More color, more crunch, more meals that don't leave you feeling sluggish afterward. That's one reason seasonal eating can be so helpful. It gives you a natural chance to shift what you eat without making food feel complicated. And this doesn't mean you need to eat the exact same spring foods someone else is eating, because seasons look different depending on where you live. The point is not to follow a perfect list. The point is to notice what fresh, lighter foods are available in your season and use them in a way that works for your real life. For many people, spring eating can look like adding more fresh produce, using more herbs and citrus, bringing in more color, choosing meals that feel lighter but still satisfying, drinking a little more water, or getting out of food autopilot. That might mean greens where you live. It might mean herbs, fresh fruit, cucumbers, peas, asparagus, radishes, or berries. Or it may be different seasonal produce depending on your part of the world. The bigger idea is this. Spring is a great time to ask, what foods help me feel refreshed, nourished, and energized right now? That question is much more helpful than asking what you need to cut. Now, let me say this clearly. Spring nutrition is not about restriction. It's not about punishing yourself for winter. It's not about getting ready for anything. And it's definitely not about trying to live on lettuce and willpower. It's about support. It's about adding more life to your plate, more freshness, more variety, more color, and more nourishment. That's a very different mindset because when people feel pressured, they usually go to extremes. And extremes are hard to keep up. Small, supportive shifts work better. They're easier to stick with, and they don't leave you feeling like healthy eating has become a full-time job. So let's make this practical. Here are 5 simple ways to freshen up your meals this spring. First of all, Try adding more greens without making it a whole production. This could be spinach in eggs, arugula on a sandwich, greens in a smoothie, or a side salad with lunch. It doesn't need to be fancy. The second way to freshen up your meals this spring is to use fresh herbs and citrus more often. A little lemon, a little lime, parsley, basil, dill, or mint can completely wake up a meal. Sometimes you don't need a new recipe, you just need better flavor. The third way to freshen up your meals could be to bring in more color and crunch. Fresh produce with texture can make meals feel a lot more satisfying. Think crunchy vegetables, fresh fruit, shredded carrots, radishes, or whatever is seasonal where you are. The fourth way to freshen up your meals this spring is to lighten meals without making them skimpy. Lighter should still feel balanced. You still want protein, healthy fat, fiber, and enough food to actually keep you going. And the fifth way to freshen up your meals this spring is to let hydration be part of the reset. As the weather warms up, hydration matters. So, water, lemon water, herbal tea, smoothies, and water rich foods can all support how you feel. Sometimes the basics are more powerful than people think. If you want an easy formula to build a simple spring plate, here it is. Think about building your plate with a fresh produce base. This could be greens, seasonal vegetables, cucumbers, berries, herbs, or whatever fresh produce makes sense where you live. Be sure to add a satisfying protein. That could be eggs, beans, lentils, chickpeas, fish, chicken, Greek yogurt, tofu, or another protein you enjoy. Also, add a healthy fat. That could be avocado, olive oil, nuts, seeds, or olives. And add a fiber rich carb. That could include quinoa, brown rice, sweet potato, beans, or whole grain pasta. And don't forget to add a bright flavor booster. That could include lemon juice, citrus zest, herbs, vinaigrette, or a simple sauce that makes the meal feel fresh. That's it. No complicated plan, no perfect formula, just simple building blocks. Now, if you want to make spring eating easier, make sure to keep a few basics around. Things like greens, fresh herbs, lemons or limes, cucumbers, fresh fruit, seeds or nuts, a simple protein, one or two easy carbs you can build around. You don't need a picture perfect fridge. You just need a few ingredients that make it easier to throw together a decent meal when life gets busy. Because most people are struggling not because they don't care, they're struggling because they're tired, hungry, and it's dinner time. That's not failure, that's being human. So let's make a simple mindset shift for spring. One of the things I like most about spring is that it naturally feels like a reset. Not because you need fixing, but because a new season can be a helpful reminder to check in. Ask yourself, what feels stale right now? What feels heavy? What needs refreshing? And what would help you feel more supported? That can apply to your meals, but also to your routine. Maybe your spring reset looks like drinking more water, adding more fresh foods, cooking a little more often, simplifying breakfast, or keeping better staples on hand. It doesn't have to be dramatic to be effective because sometimes simple is exactly what works. Okay, if you're wondering where to start, think simple. A fresh salad with greens, fruit, crunch, a healthy fat, and protein. Or a pasta bowl with seasonal vegetables, herbs, lemon, and beans, or another protein. How about a yogurt bowl with berries, chia seeds, nuts, and maybe a little granola? Or a grain bowl with greens, roasted vegetables, avocado, and a simple dressing. You don't need to reinvent your whole kitchen. You just need a few easy wins because that's where momentum starts. Now, if you're ready for personalized support, I'd love to work with you in a one-on-one wellness reset session where we create a simple wellness plan that fits your real life. The link is in the description. And if you're not ready for a session yet, you can grab the free 5-minute daily reset routine there too. It's designed as a quick, simple way to help you pause, reset, and move forward feeling calmer, clearer, and more supported. If this episode helped you, be sure to subscribe and follow along so you don't miss what's coming next. And share it with a friend who could use it too. Thank you so much for spending this time with me today. Until next time, keep choosing simple, supportive steps that help you feel your best. Sparkle on, and don't forget to sprinkle a little sparkle everywhere you go. Ciao.